Hello! Well, I'm just about to set out on a little trip to the seaside today. A place where I used to go as a child. Many times we went to this place called Brocklesham Bay, which is on the south coast, not too far from Bognor and Selsey, the Witterings, all around that area. So just setting off in my car now, and I'll see you when we get there. No delays, it says on my TomTom sat-nav thing, no delays at all. And notice I have pulled over and I am not moving and the engine is not running. Thank you. I'll see you at Brocklesham Bay. So I've arrived, Brocklesham Bay, my childhood seaside, I suppose. I've parked a little bit down the road, just down there, because right on the coast you have to pay for parking, so you only come back like 3 minutes walk and it's all free, just on someone's backyard. There's a duck pond behind me there, look at that, look. Ducks floating around, and just nice little quiet roads. It all looks the same so far to me. There's a little bit of building going along and some going along, and some brand new little bungalow type things, but generally it all looks the same. Still quiet. Let's walk up the road. There's a picture of the sign here because I'm sure we stayed at one of the holiday bungalow lets down here. Which one it was, I don't know. My sister, oh look at the size of that the hollyhocks there. Can you see with the purple flowers? Beautiful, look at that. I've got a couple of those growing in the garden. I don't know if they get that big. Yeah, my sister would know, I think, which of the places we stayed at. There's another road. I'm going to go along and have a look at a lot of the bungalows and things and see if we can remember which one we stayed at. And we turn a corner, and what's in front of us but the sea. Do you know, I don't think I've been to an English seaside for, my God, 4 or 5 years maybe. I think the last place I went was to Skegness with my sister and my nephew. Been abroad, of course, Israel and places like that, been to the sea there, but not to an English seaside for ages. Let's go a bit closer. In London it's about 30 degrees centigrade at the moment, which is about 90 Fahrenheit. Down here, a very pleasant 75, 76. The clouds have come over at the moment, but it doesn't matter, it really is very pleasant. I'm kind of glad I've got away, really. I did bring this swimming trunks, but it's looking a bit weighty there. I don't think I'll be going in there today. The one thing I do like about this beach is the fact that it's all stones. So as long as you've got a pair of flip-flops or something like that, you know, it's not going to hurt you. Sand, I can't stand it. It's in your toes and everywhere. And, even better news, right on the seafront is Billy's on the coast tea and dinner room. Now what's the time? Is it alright to have a quick bite now? I think it might be. I'm sitting here waiting for my dinner. It's quite nice right on the seafront here, look. Well, I've had my dinner, nice halloumi burger and chips, and I thought I'd just go a walk along the coast now. We'll have a look at some of the houses down there, of course with a Mr. Whippy ice cream. Thank you. That's quite a nice place, isn't it? That reminds me of the Waltons house. You remember the Waltons? Da -da 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 -da. And all these houses here, they're nothing special really, are they? But it's the position of them, look. Right on the sea. Can you just imagine in a storm? You'd see the storm sort of coming from the back there. Wow. Did make me laugh in the restaurant. And one of the things on the menu was a bucket of chips. I was kind of wondering, how big is a bucket of chips? Well, I'm sorry, dear. You know, more like a bloody teacup. There's about 10 chips in there. They were really nice chips, I must say. And the halloumi burger. Mmm. Anyway, continuing on our travels along the coast of the UK. Quite a lot of these people, at the end of their gardens, they've built this like decking type stuff. You know, with tables and chairs on it. I assume they must be part of the houses, I would guess. I would assume, though, they take an awful lot of upkeep with the salt water and what down here. But so nice. Can you just imagine living there and opening those windows at the top and all you see is the sea? That's a funny looking place. Look at the shape of that one. I found some flats here. These are, I've always remembered, these have been here for years as well. Nice Union flag flying in the middle there. It's a bit of an older house. I'm just kind of wondering how much these would cost. Of course, you're paying a premium because you're right in front of the water. But I mean, what, you know, how do you put a price on a view like that? Would you ever get bored of looking at the sea? Because it's always moving and something's happening in it. I'm glad to say the sun's come right out now and it's warming up nicely, but there's a beautiful coastal breeze coming down as well. You're probably having difficulty hearing what I'm saying now. And in London it's stifling at the moment. My friend Mark, you might be subscribing to his periscopes as well, he says it's like really, really hot in London. So I'm glad I came and took the journey down here. It's only about an hour and a half from my house. Little bit of traffic caused by bloody 4 women cyclists going at their own speed, but not quite, you know, into the side of the road, so no one could get past. And this idiot driver wouldn't pass them when there was like a long space, which means everyone behind him can't get past either. Most depressing, but we are here. This is worth the journey, it really is. I could just sit here and watch the sea for ages. Look at it. Are you fed up seeing it yet? How could you ever get fed up seeing that? Have another look at these flats around the side. Marine side, it says here. I don't know if these are holiday homes or actually someone's homes. They look a bit too good to be holiday homes, don't they? I wonder how much these are. We must go and find an estate agent and check out. There's some more flats over there. That's a big house. Look at the size of that one, all surrounded by wood. Solar panels there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and a dog's come to see me. Hello. Hello. Just thinking, this has changed. I don't remember. I think they've shored this up and pushed all stones up here. There's some people over there. I think I'll go and ask them. Well, just spoke to one of the sun worshippers down there. He says the stones all come down from the other end, and that keeps happening. And what happens? People end up with them in their gardens, and then they have to chuck them all back over there. I've just seen. I mean, there's some more lovely houses here. Have a look. I don't know if that's flats or a house there. Looks like 3 flats there. They look empty. I don't know. Don't know really. But what's that over there? Look at that big blue place over there. Surely that's not someone's house. There it is. What do you reckon? I mean, I love the windows at the front and all that. Oh, it's a little girl in there and what have you. That is the ugliest house I've ever seen. Look at it. Isn't that hideous? I mean, the one next to it, I mean, they're all massive houses here. Look at them. Got to be millions of pounds, these houses. But that is just ugly, isn't it? Ugly. Some more. There's another strange one down there. Looks a bit like a church. Can you see the roof sticking out of the front? Let's have a look. Now you can see what that bloke was saying to me a few moments ago. All this, I suppose, used to be just a path or someone's garden, and over the years the stones have come down and end up here, so he's lost all this, I suppose. I think it'd be blooming job and a half to get all that out again, wouldn't it? Which is a shame. And that's decent, that place, isn't it? That little one there. Look. But these are just massive, these houses. Now look at this. What's this one? Ah, now not as big as I thought. I thought that was all one house, but it's not. Look. There's a little one there. Funny old roof, isn't it? Look. Very V-shaped. And this odd thing here, which is just, again, another massive house. It looks like it's just been sold. So try and remember that. Henry Adams. Well, have a look at this, and we'll see if we can find the price of this. Maybe if we all club together, we could all live here together. Would that make you happy with weekly karaoke quiz nights and discos? For the over 50s, of course. We certainly don't want any of that new music at my discos. No, thank you very much. Over 50s only. So I'm going to come off the coast now and head inwards. I've been looking for a place to do this. Now, look, you can see just how many stones have been washed up here, because here's the original, I don't know what you would call it, bottom of the end of the house, I suppose. There must have, I think they're building two houses here, so there must have been a place standing here. And look at the amount of stones that have built up over time. Yeah. So I'm going to go down here and see if I can get out this way. But it looks like it might be a bit of a jump down. I don't think I'm going to make that. Let's have a look. Ooh. No, I don't think I can make that down there. No, we'll have to go back the other way and probably walk for another half hour till we get to the end. Oh, we seem to have found a little cut through. So we'll go down there, as long as there's stairs and not just a sudden drop, is it? Oh no, there we are, stairs. We're slightly coming away from the coast here. Just come down that little thing there. On the other side of that is the sea. Someone's roses outside their house. Look how beautiful they are. I've just had a little smell of those. Really nice. Little pink things. Clusters, dear. Clusters. What are these? They look quite sharp, don't they? Oh, yes. Oh. Am I bleeding? No, not yet. It's okay. You're all safe. No blood. Some more pretty little flowers outside someone's house. Very lovely. I don't know what they're called. So here's some of the houses just behind the sea. Probably saved quite a few £1,000 just for the fact that you can't see the sea. There's the back of the ones that face the sea. Look, they're quite magnificent. I quite like the fact they're all different. Every single house is different. Some of them not really well thought about, I don't think, especially that horrible big square green thing we saw earlier. But it's nice that everything's different, you know. All these down here, every single place is different. Unlike if you go to like one of the modern housing estates now, and it's just horrible, like Legoland. The giant daisies, always a winner. Loads of them growing here, look. All the buds. Gosh, I thought it was quiet where I lived. I mean, just listen, it's just so peaceful, tranquil. You can easily understand why people want to retire down there, don't you? I don't know if I told you earlier, my mum and dad wanted to retire down there, but they never quite made it, unfortunately. But it's a lovely, lovely place. And you've got that cool sea breeze, just taking the edge off the heat. It's just perfect weather down here today, really is. I certainly remember walking down this path as a child. It's kind of between the road that we're on now and the seas at the other end. We'd come from our little bungalow round there, not our, but we would hire one, or my dad would hire one almost every year. I think we did it about 5 times down there. I'm now trying to find some of them, see if we can find where we used to stay. And we come out of the bungalow and walk down this road and just up that little bit there. Here's some new places. Look how tasteful they are. Really nice. They've fenced them off and little lovely gardens. I don't know who looks after the gardens. Maybe they're freehold or someone else does those. Look, all new houses here. just fitting in round the corner. Beautiful. Now this place here on Farm Road is a little bit recognisable. I wonder if that's where we stayed. Now this is beautiful, a monkey tree. Very expensive they are. See how they grow? Nice hydrangea at the bottom there. Beautiful. We're back at the pond I showed you at the beginning. Look, I think all the ducks are sheltering from the sun there. Look, they're all sort of floating away from me. And they're different types. Look at that. I wonder what that white one is. Is that a duck? There's only one of those, isn't there? There's some tiny little ones near me. Look, they seem to be a bit more braver than the adults. They're coming towards me. No bread, I'm afraid. Nothing for you today. Oh, they're tiny. Look at them. Why aren't their mums coming over to protect them? Scaredy cats. Or scaredy ducks. This is like the village shop. I just imagined at one point this would become a Tesco Express or a Sainsbury's Quick or whatever they're called, or a Morrison's Extra. But no, still the old-fashioned village shop. Never really had much in there. They had a post office at the back and just a few bits and pieces on various shelves. You know, gifts and Brocklesham Bay type rock, that sort of thing in there. That's the main road coming into Brocklesham there. Very similar to how it was before, really. A little bit of a mix-up. Yeah, nice. Really nice in here. It's nice to go back in time, you know. It really is. But no post office. I don't see a post office. How weird is that? So that's about, I don't know, Al, it's got to be about 35 years since I went into that shop last, and it's very, very similar. The post office was actually at the front where the till is, so they've still got a post office in there, but they've moved it down the other side. Some more sort of large bungalows there off one of the side roads, coming off the main road leading into Bracknell. Shops are over there. Not a lot here to buy, I'm afraid. Just some bits and pieces, please. All independent places. 3 Chinese restaurants really close to each other, though. There's those 3 there. That's a fish and chips there, but I noticed there's a Chinese lady in there doing all the cooking and that. I don't know what it is about Chinese fish and chips, but they definitely do them differently because they don't taste the same. Not for me, I'm afraid. This is the local pub. Now, as far as I know, it's the only one down here. Down that way, I think, is the Catholic Church. But it says up there it's now an Italian bar and restaurant, so that's probably changed hands a few times since I've been down there. On the other side of the road, a few more little shops and a car place, and I think that's about it, really. Well, I don't think I'm going to find any of the bungalows that we used to stay at, or cottages, whatever you want to call them. I've probably walked past them, to be honest. It's just so long ago I can't remember now. Maybe my sister's been watching this and she can remember which ones they were, I don't know. But yeah, it was a nice day out anyway. I'm going to go back to my car now and make the move home. Hope you enjoyed our little Seaside Special today here on United Kingdom Talk. A lovely day, ta-da.